As I look around me, surveying the world during the coronavirus pandemic, already past 9 months of restrictions, there's a lot to be anxious and panic about it if we let the physical world tell us how we feel. I've learned to let any suffering, in any circumstance, good or bad, to be a blessing in disguise. One of my favorite verses that I look to when I experience trials is Romans 5, verses 3 to 4, which says, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope." Now, I wouldn't be able to give you precise definitions to these three words, but I trust them to be what God values. Whenever suffering comes my way, the image of gold and silver comes to mind. To purify these precious metals, extreme heat is what's needed to purify them. They are made more precious when they are purified through heat. Likewise, we are made more perfect and mature and refined for His purpose through our trials. There have been many sufferings in my life where I was being purified, but two major moments stood out the most. The first one was in my teenage years. I had developed migraine headaches that randomly pop up during any day of the week. A migraine headache feels like a brain freeze from drinking something cold very fast. But instead of a temporary headache, migraines last a long time. It usually is preceded by sensitivity to light and blind spots to warn me of incoming pain. I wonder if that is how the Chinese fictional character Monkey King or Sun Wukong suffers when his monk chants to tighten the band around his head. These headaches cause me to go to a dark place and stay there, still, and wait out the pain. During these times, I would call out to God to get rid of my headaches. I had the migraine headaches for many years until I finally let God take my burdens, and since then, haven't had an episode for a long time. The second moment of suffering was when I had my retinal detachment of my left eye from a soccer ball injury. The two surgeries themselves to repair it were not a problem. Staying awake to watch the drilling into my eye was the entertaining part. The problem was what followed after the surgeries, which were incapacitating and painful. No one told me what to do to make my physical pain easier at that time. I had to suffer through it for what seemed to be an eternity. No one really understood what I was going through. Not my wife, not my family, not my friends. It was only mine to bear. It was not just the physical pain, but the uncertainty and confinement of not being able to move freely. Throughout that time, I had to put my faith in God to pull me through this dark chapter of my life. He did not disappoint. I survived and came out stronger. Moments like these have only strengthened my faith in God. I can wholeheartedly say that they have built up my perseverance, character, and hope. When I encounter hardships in life, I can face them directly instead of running away, because I have a God who has been with me every step of the way. He doesn't leave or forsake me. Even when I am alone, I don't feel lonely. You might say that I now thrive in changing and uncertain times from my experience. Maybe it's the anticipation of seeing what God is going to do next. I know He is in control and He is sovereign. There are many things that I can do, even with my best effort, but ultimately, I'm waiting on God to shine His light in the darkness.